It was a bright and chilly morning in the town of Snow Ridge. The ground was covered in a thick blanket of fresh snow, and the air smelled crisp and clean. Rocky, the large Alaskan Malamute with his thick white and gray fur, stood at the front porch of his cozy cabin, his sharp eyes gleaming with excitement. Today was no ordinary day. It was the day of the annual Snow Ridge Winter Expedition. "Are you ready, big guy?" called Jake, Rocky's owner and best friend, as he secured a backpack filled with supplies. Rocky let out an enthusiastic bark and wagged his fluffy tail. He loved adventures, especially in the snowy mountains where his powerful paws were made for trekking through ice and snow. The trail up the Frost Peak Mountain was long and challenging, but Rocky led the way with confidence. The cold wind ruffled his thick fur, but he pressed on, his breath creating puffs of white in the air. As they climbed higher, the trees thinned, and the landscape opened up to a breathtaking view of snow-covered valleys below. Jake paused to take a picture. "This is incredible, Rocky," he said, patting his friend's head. Suddenly, Rocky's ears perked up. He heard a faint sound, something unusual. A soft, distant whimper carried through the wind. Rocky's instincts kicked in, and he sniffed the air, his body tense with alertness. "You hear something?" Jake asked, noticing Rocky's sudden focus. Without waiting for a response, Rocky took off through the snow, his powerful legs propelling him forward. Jake followed closely behind, trusting Rocky's sharp senses. They ran for several minutes until they reached a narrow ravine. Peering down, Jake's eyes widened. There, trapped between rocks and snow, was a young husky pup, shivering and frightened. "Oh no," Jake said. "We have to get him out." Rocky didn't hesitate. He carefully navigated the slippery slope, his strong paws gripping the snow. When he reached the pup, he gently nudged it, offering comfort. The pup whimpered but seemed to trust Rocky's calm presence. "Good boy, Rocky," Jake called from above. "Hold on, I'll lower a rope." With Jake's help, Rocky guided the pup securely into the makeshift harness. Together, they pulled the pup up to safety. Once on solid ground, the pup wagged his tiny tail gratefully, nuzzling Rocky. "You're a hero, Rocky," Jake said, beaming with pride. Rocky gave a happy bark, his tail wagging furiously. They decided to cut their expedition short and return to town with the rescued pup. When they arrived back in Snow Ridge, the townspeople gathered around, cheering for Rocky and his bravery. "Looks like you've got quite the reputation now," Jake chuckled. Rocky sat proudly, his chest puffed out. The husky pup, now warm and safe, stayed close by his side. That night, as they sat by the fire in their cozy cabin, Jake looked at Rocky. "You're not just my best friend. You're the heart of this town." Rocky let out a contented sigh, knowing that no adventure was ever too great when love, loyalty, and courage led the way.